Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at Fans Toys FT-29 Quietus, or Cyclonus as I like to call him. The box features my lamps, me, and very lovely artwork. And some obligatory prog shots here. No G1 tech spec. Boo-hoo! But here we have him, Cyclonus, and he is an oldie but goodie. But some places you can actually sense that he's an older bot due to the fact that the engineering and the solutions, let's say, are a bit dated. And the same thing goes for his target master, but I will show him off in a while. Let's start to look at this beauty, shall we? Look at the head. Amazing head. You can actually swap the head out. I'll show that later on. And of course the face as well. And this is me, no one else. And this is a gorgeous shine everything has. These hands are kind of bulky and feels like, well, maybe not Fans Toys, but still, they work. The kneecaps are really nice. The feet look gorgeous. The back of the legs aren't perfect, and they don't really tab in, unfortunately, but still look good. And you can see the cockpit strapped on here. And as you can see, there's very little kibble on him, and that's nice. And for articulation, your little Cyclonus head can go round and round. You can fold the horns inward if you want him to look like a rabbit. The arms can do a 360. Come out to there before they crash into things and start breaking him up. You have a bicep rotation. You have almost the full bend at the elbow, and you have a very stiff but still rotation at the lower arm. You can make him turn, but that makes his things on his back just pop out. But he can actually turn his waist. No ab crunch whatsoever. His legs can go out to there, so he can actually do the... I think he can. Yes, he can. The Motormaster splits. Boing, boing. You can get his legs to there and back to there due to those pieces here, his little butt flap. And it's not movable, so unfortunately nothing there. You have a double hinged knee, so you can get the full range. He looks like a happy teenager that just kissed someone for the first time. You have a bit of thigh swivel here, and as were the usual standard at the time, he has the Fans Toys squeak. His feet can go up and down a bit. They can tilt. I know someone's going to be happy. And that is about it. His hands are very poseable and very squarey, I think. His thumb is on a ball peg and 2 joints. And his other fingers are on 1, 2, and 3 hinges. And you can bend the hand in and out like this. but this is more for transformation than anything else. He has a lot of accessories, and I mean a lot. So I will try to get through them as quick as I can. First of all, he has 2 guns, one purple, beautifully painted, and one smaller gun with a little saucer section. And that saucer section just jumped off my gun, so I have to glue it back. But they look good, and they fit, of course, in the tabs in his hands, like any Master PC thing. And he can hold them very well, both of them. Now, he comes with a couple of extra faces for this mode. You have a stern face without the goatee. You have the angry face without the goatee. And you have the angry face with the goatee. If you're an IDW fan, you can actually swap his head out for a different look. That head looks like this. It comes with one horn broken. If you don't want one horn broken, you can attach this instead. And the horns on these are movable, just as the original ones are. And of course, this face also comes with swappable parts. So there you can see that he has a lot of heads and faces. While we're talking about IDW, he has a lot of accessories for his IDW look. He has a pair of pants that you can put on him. And these pants actually stow the swords that I'm going to show you in a minute. You can actually angle these however you want. And that bolts him out a bit and makes him look a bit more IDW. I'm not a fan of the IDW look, even though I like IDW. I'm not going to say IDW again, I hope. Maybe. And you also get 2 of these little sword sheaths that you can attach in any point of access. Now, for his swords. First of all, you have this beautifully crafted short sword. And we can see the details here are outstanding. Then you have a longer version of this one. It won't even go in my frame, I think. I have to hold it behind him. It is almost as tall as he is. Same detailing, just longer sword. But if you don't like the silver one, you can actually use the translucent purple sword. And as you can see, the base detailing is the same, but the blade is translucent. Beautifully done. Of course, you have the longer version of the same sword. All swords did a flyby. He comes with this little target master. And before we get into that target master, let's have a look at how fans' toys have evolved in making target masters over time. Because this is Quietus, or Cyclonus, and this is the newly released Scourge target master. And you can see the difference is mind-blowing. This feels plasticky and has a lot of visible joints and stuff. Pegs. This one actually don't. He looks like a guy or a robot or whatever. You can see a long barrel on the back, but still, he looks so much better. What irks me the most about this guy is that he has a handle here. I'm gonna hold that up. That just looks horrible. And a long thing here and a big thing there. He isn't really that well thought through as this is. I like his robot mode somewhat, but his gun mode is much better. But as you can see, the difference in target master making has evolved very much. Let's get him into gun mode, and I'm going to do this in the way so things don't look that obscene. I wonder why he's smiling. Turn his head, fold this down, fold his legs, tap them together first maybe, fold his legs back on the double hinges here, and then put these little feet on the nubs here. Now we can turn this down so it doesn't look too obscene. We're going to fold these arms up, and there are small tabs here that you tab in. You fold the arms up and fold them over like that. They're kind of fiddly, but I will get there, I promise you. Yes, I like that. And it is a good looking gun. Sorry, I'm holding him there, but I have to. And it does look like a gun. It works. It's just getting him back to robot mode that, well, you have to do things in the right order, not to get, well, you know. Zoom. Now for comparison, let's bring out some other Decepticons. First of all, Starscream. I know he was dead when he was alive, but still, if you don't count Thundercracker, that is. And Scourge. And Scourge is a bit shorter than, and a bit more unstable than him. These are both fans' toys, and that insignia is coming off because that looks silly. But this is a Takara Tomy masterpiece, the 2.0. And since he made Megatron into a gun permanently, I don't have either Megatron or Galvatron here to compare with. And we will continue the Triple T-verse saga next week with him. However beautiful he is, we need to get him into his alt mode. And the first thing you have to do is get this chest loose. Like that, and fold that down, and fold these. These armatures are going to fold back, and to be able to do that, we need to loosen the backpack and fold these armatures down. And now he just looks strange. I'm a monster! Okay, when you're done that, maybe a bit more down, like that. You can fold things out here, and you have to, wait, I'm ahead of myself. You have to fold this up first. And this is quite stiff for some reason. It doesn't used to be. Ah, of course. I have to angle this up, and then we can get this out. Like so. Then we push this up as far as it can go. You take Cyclonus' head, you close the ears or horns or whatever, turn his head around, and push it down. Now we hide the head in here. We fold this out, lock it down, and we concentrate on this part. You fold these centerpieces out, you fold it, the whole thing together, like so. Be mindful not to press these because then you're screwed. fold the nose cone down and then press, okay, then press this in. And now you have the nose cone as it should be. Okay. Stay there. We can angle the chest piece up again just to get it out of the way. Because now we're going to angle these parts back. Then we're going to rotate the arms. And move this up. Because these two ports are going on those two tabs, and a port under here is going onto that tab. And while you're doing that, you have to angle them a bit down and press this down as well. Okay, I've tabbed them in now. I have no idea why they wouldn't work before, but now they do. Okay, now we come back to the legs. And I know you're not supposed to do them before the arms and stuff like that, but this way is just easier. You split the leg open like that, fold out the thruster, fold in the foot, but get the heel spur out for some reason. Then you angle it, his leg, that is, down, and close this back up. And this can be bothersome if you haven't gotten everything just right. You can see the foot isn't just right. Now we are. Now it's correct. Okay, then you take this little plate and you make tabs out of it. And you turn it around and you refasten it with the tabs facing inwards, like so. And that's one leg done. Then you take his legs and you push them together on all hinges available to you, and there are quite a lot of hinges there, and of course all these that we put up before. Now, for some stabilization, you fold this down and you press that in. We're going to remove that maybe during the transformation, but having it in is making just everything a lot better. We come to the hands. We fold down the thumb like that, and then we roll the fingers. So it is looking like that. Do the same thing with the other side later, and you fold it down like this. You press the shoulder in so there are no gaps here, and then you fold the wing out. Oh, before you do that, you have to rotate the lower part of the arm, because you need to put this tab into that port here, like so. Now we come up here, we fold that in, fold this piece out, and this piece down, and this little thing goes to mark it like this, that you pull it out, fold it down, and you press it in. Now for this, and this can be quite bothersome. This is going over the fist, and it has a tab here that goes into that port, and you have to stretch the plastic a bit. And then you come up here, you push this way down, like that, so it covers this one. You take this, and you fold that down, and now we're done with one side. And there you have Cyclonus in his alt mode. And this is a beautiful alt mode, I must say. Look at the gorgeous colors and almost no kibble. I mean, you can see the legs and chest and back of the head, but it doesn't really bother me because it still looked like an airplane or space shuttle or whatever. So let's get into the details. Look at that beautiful color, and the shine is amazing on this one. Look at those engines. Exhaust ports, I think. Really, really nice, really nice. You can fold down landing gears there and on the feet, like so. So he can actually land, and he does roll, I think. I don't think he's gliding, I think he's rolling. I think he's rolling, because these are quite good. The only articulation you have on him is that this cockpit can open up and you can actually see detailed things in there. I don't really have anything to compare him with because, well, we don't even need to. He's just amazing. And if you want a measurement from tip to tip, he is about 11 inches long. So this is what he looks like from above, and this is what he looks like from beneath. And I have to say, Fans Toys knocked this one out of the park. I tried finding places where you could attach the guns. I haven't found any, actually. And the manual says nothing about it, so maybe there are none. But it would have been nice if you had guns under here and he can just shoot Autobots to his heart content. Oh, I can't stop looking at it. Look how gorgeous that is. Look how gorgeous that is. My concluding thoughts on this bot: he is amazing, and the alt mode looks amazing. Probably the best alt mode ever made, I would wager. He's sturdy, he feels really solid in every mode, he's quite hefty due to all the die cast, and he got that Fans Toys squeak in his plastic and joints, and that's kind of fun. And he's very poseable, so there's lots to love about this bot. I'm a Fans Toys fan, always been, always probably will be, if nothing really disastrous happened, and I don't think it will. And even though this feels a bit old now, it's still very well made and strong recommendation from me. If you can find him and don't have a Cyclonus, get him. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching. And as always, take care.